Hi guys, this is Kirill, your justice analyst from Belarus living in Germany. Both semifinals have already concluded in Basel. We finally have our 26 finalists, and this year the lineup is truly incredible because we already had a year full of songs in national languages, and now in the final we have even less songs in English. We have the one from Austria, Wasted Love, we have from Denmark, Hallucination, Servin from Malta, What the Hell Just Happened from the United Kingdom, and Lighter from Norway. I hope I have not forgotten anyone, because some of the songs, they just feature a bit of lyrics in other languages, such as for example Armenian in the Antwerp Park. And today I'm extremely excited to share with you how I think the final results will look like. I have tried to model the potential jury voting results and the televoting results. I will not tell you those separate scores, but I have combined them and tried to see how many points approximately each country can make. Of course, this is just assumption based on historical records, based on how liked particular entries are, and just my gut feeling. So let's see how close it will be to the reality. So now on your screen you can see which 9 groups I have defined. So we have bottom 4, we have 17 to 22nd places, place 16 is kind of standalone, places 13 to 15, 9 to 12, 6 to 8, 3 to 5, then runner-up and the winner. And with this, let's just move to the first group, bottom 4. So bottom 4, in my opinion, will consist of the following 4 countries: San Marino, Denmark, Spain, and Iceland. In which order? Hard to say. I can definitely say San Marino will probably not have last place, because it will definitely get some points from Italy, from the televoters, most probably also some points from the juries. I think the Icelandic band can get few points from the other fellow Nordic countries from the televote. On the other hand, Spain might catch few points from the juries. However, I still don't really strike too much optimism here. In general, I think these entries are quite solidified at the bottom. Maybe Denmark might surprise me, just like with the qualification from the second semi-final. I would be extremely happy, but at this point of time I see the bottom 4 as following. Interestingly, if we take a look at what the bookmakers think with regards to the last place, you can see that the lowest coefficients are actually on United Kingdom and Norway, whom I do not even see in this bottom 4 at this point of time. I think United Kingdom will get quite some decent points from the juries, and Norway will probably be appreciated also by the juries a bit and also slightly by the televote. But you see Iceland, Denmark and Spain following. San Marino is definitely much higher. You see it's 12th candidate to get last place in the final, but I think it's just based on the fact that they for sure are guaranteed some points from Italian audience. Now let's move to the biggest group, places 17 to 22. I will maybe actually start with Norway, which we already saw is one of the main candidates for last place. I think Norway will probably get more support from the juries, also based on the fact that their running order is not the best. So I think the televoting support will be very limited, maybe even 0 points. I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm pretty sure the juries will definitely choose this bob over many other bobs we have. On the other hand, I see also 2 entries in this block which will probably get more support from the televoters than from the juries. These are Lithuania and Poland. I think these songs are very special, and this is something what usually the juries don't rank so high. They usually prefer some radio-friendly hits, but the songs definitely grab attention, and also the eastern countries, they tend to support each other, so I'm pretty sure they will get at least some points from their fellow neighbors. And the remaining 3 countries I see in this group are Latvia, Germany and Portugal. I think all 3 countries will most probably be somewhere in the end of the top 20, but in top 20 in accordance with both the juries and the televote. I don't really see, for example, Germany finishing last with the televote, or Portugal getting 0 points from the televote, because obviously they will get at least some support from Luxembourg and some other countries. I just generally feel that the 6 countries maybe don't have special something to be not forgotten by the televoters and so on. They will get their decent support, but it's just not enough to reach higher places. And what is this magical country ranked 16th by me? And this year it's Malta. I absolutely love the song. I know in the fandom community there is a lot of hype around it, and many of you expect that this might even fight for the win. But honestly, I think that from the televoters the support will be limited to votes from fandom. So I would expect from televote maybe she gets some 50-60 points or something like that. Then from the juries, unfortunately, I think she will be completely destroyed. So I think maximum 20 points or something, which gives her a total of points higher than the 6 countries which I have just talked about before. But in any case, I don't think that this will be enough to reach the 100 or to enter top 15. Who are the 3 countries I see as first entering top 15? And these are actually alphabetically 3 last ones, and these are Switzerland, Ukraine and the United Kingdom. I truly believe that Switzerland and United Kingdom should get a very decent support from the juries. Juries don't really have so many songs they can vote for in this semi-final. Switzerland is just very pure, touching ballad, kinda in a style of Bulgaria 2020 if you remember. UK on the other hand definitely gives some of the Sam Ryder vibes, so I'm pretty sure that the juries will not forget this one. Ukraine on the other hand I think will get more support from the televoters, which they usually get, but in any case I think the juries will not forget this entry and will also award it some points because of its originality. When it comes to the televoting points, in case of Switzerland and UK, I don't really expect that they will even enter top 20. I think the televoters have so many amazing entries they have already selected from the semifinals for this final that there will be just no place for these two countries. As we have reached now the top 12, I think I will start revealing countries one by one. In any case, don't forget that, for example, countries in the group from 9th to 12th place are actually placed randomly. I'm sure Claudia will rank around place 10 in accordance with both the televoters and the juries. Who will rank her a bit higher? Not sure, but I actually think that this will be the televoters. The song is just wonderful, I love it, but I just can't see it being in top 8. Espresso, Macchiato, la la la. Estonia, on the other hand, will definitely get top 10 placing in accordance with the televote, but the juries will not really feel it so much. I don't think it will be last or anything like that in accordance with their voting, but still, maybe 30 points, not really more than that. I think Škodra Elektronika can definitely get from the televote something like 150 points. On the other hand, it's not really a typical song jury would vote for, even though the vocals of Beatrice are absolutely excellent. The jurors are not only looking at the vocals, they're really looking at how radio-friendly the song is, and this one is kinda too special to be ranked too high by the jurors, in my opinion. So I might be totally off here, but I will still take a risk and say that I think from the juries they will get something like 25 points. And this is the last song in the group of 9 to 12 places. I think the song will be rated very high both by the juries and by the televoters, but by very high I don't mean top 5, I mean like top 10 finish. And so when you combine those two results, I don't think that Italy will be higher than place 9 or 10, but in any case I think he will also not be really much further than place 11 or 12. Which means now it's time to move to the next group, countries ranked 6th, 7th or 8th. I would like to start with Armenia, and it's again blowing my mind that Armenia is again underrated now in the final. Actually, if you take a look at the odds for top 10 finish in the final, Armenia is ranked dead last, which just blows my mind. I think Park has also got a great running order somewhere towards the end of the show, I think place 18. So I definitely see the juries voting for this because his vocals are excellent, the song is very modern, so this is something what usually juries go for, but I also don't think that the televoters will punish him. I expect that he gets from both of these groups more than 100 points, and then in the end he will be somewhere around places 6 and 8. This one I'm not really so sure about, speaking honestly, especially taking into account that Luxembourg got running order number 2, but still when I was trying to do my modeling of the potential results and I was trying to see which entries the juries can go for me Luxembourg was actually a big standout, because this is the type of a song and type of a message which I feel like juries should support, so I wouldn't be surprised if Laura Thorn even enters top 5 in accordance with the jury results. From the televoter, support will be of course more limited due to this horrible running order, but I still think even in accordance with the televote she will probably enter top 15, so let's see, but so far I'm very optimistic about Luxembourg entry after seeing their whole performance on Thursday night. The last song in a group of 6 to 8 places is for me Finland, Ich komme by Erika Bigman. I think she will probably do pretty well with both juries and the televoters. From the televoters I definitely expect more points, maybe almost 200. From the juries I expect that she will get definitely less, maybe like 100 or so, so this should be sufficient to get place 6, maybe she can even go to place 5, but I will really be very much surprised if she has enough to enter top 3. It's just a type of a song which really screams to the Eurovision fans that this is made for them, but I don't think that the regular viewers behind their screen will relate with this so much. At least this is a kind of feedback I got from most of my friends. And now we go into the bronze area, so 3 countries which are so close to winning this, but I think still miss something in order to become a runner-up or the winner of this competition. It goes up, it goes down, and around it, around this. Claude is definitely very likable, his song got quite a good run in order, and I think he will score pretty well with the juries, even though his vocals are maybe not so perfect. They really like this type of radio-friendly, modern songs, so I'm pretty sure he will not score outside top 10 in accordance with the jury results. When it comes to the televoters, I think this is also one of the most memorable songs of this final, and I think many televoters will take their phones to vote for the Netherlands. In any case, I think he will probably get less than 200 points from both the juries and the televoters, but just combined, it should be enough to be in top 5. Even though I personally found the performance of Yuval Raphael a little bit underwhelming and I had higher expectations, I still think that this song with this beautiful message will definitely touch hearts of the televoters, so I won't be surprised if in the televoting she will finish second. On the other hand, the juries don't really have much to vote for in this case. Just like last year with Hurricane, I think they are both really beautiful ballads, but just don't really bring something very innovative musically, so this is not something what the juries usually vote for so much. But I still think she might finish around place 10 or 11 in accordance with the juries, and then in the end place 3 to 5 is very much justified. In any case, I keep my fingers crossed, and I'm sure that Israel will have a very good place in this year again. I'm sure many of you might disagree with me on this one, but just after I saw the semi-final performance, after I have seen the running order revealed for the grand final, I'm really struggling to imagine that Austria can win this year. If we remember the previous operatic entries from the past, for example, Italy 2015, or Estonia 2018, or France 2011, all these entries actually never reached even 200 points in accordance with the jury voting. I think the son of JJ actually has the special something to get more than 200 points from the juries, but 200 points from the juries is not really enough to be first or second, especially if you're performing in the final with the spot number 9, so I don't think that the televoters will give him so much, definitely more than 100 points, but probably less than 200, and in the end I kinda see him finish in third. As you might have guessed, as the runner-up, I see Maman by Luan from France. I was really touched by her performance in the semi-final. I think it looks extremely professional. Her vocals are just so beautiful. So at this point of time, I tend to believe she will score better than Austria in accordance with the jury voting. I still think that she might lose even in the jury voting to Sweden. We saw how well Kai was actually ranked by the juries in the Swedish Melody Festival, and in accordance with the televoting, I think she will get also more than Austria, just simply from the fact that she's performing so late in the running order right after Sweden. Based on this contrast, she will definitely touch and melt many hearts, so I truly believe that France can finish second this year. Which means that I see Sweden as the most probable winner. When I'm looking at the entire lineup, I really struggle to imagine another televote favorite. I think Sweden will smash the televote completely. I think more than 350 points they can easily get from the televote. And if I'm thinking what entries the jury should go for, actually my gut feeling tells me that Sweden can easily win the jury vote as well, because the previous televote winners, Cha 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 by Karia or Rim Tim Tagidim by Baby Lasagna, they didn't have this level of quality. They were not as polished as the entry from Sweden, and this one is something what the juries may easily vote for because of the professionalism of guys, because of the perfection of the whole staging. It just has this whole package, which I think the juries will also appreciate a lot. So this is my final ranking for Saturday night. I hope there will be no surprises during the jury show on Friday evening, where maybe one or another singer will fail vocally, and because of that their chances are just falling, just like last year it happened, for example, with Slimane from France. In any case, all these artists are already winners. They won the national selections in their countries, or at least they had this special something to convince the national broadcaster to choose them internally, so they should be all very much proud of their results. But I think next year we're probably flying to Sweden again. Definitely subscribe to my channel if you would like to see my results analysis videos. After the show, I will again try to project how the jury voting could have looked like in the Eurovision semifinals and many other interesting things. So stay tuned and let's enjoy Eurovision 2025 Grand Final.